What's going on, guys? This is Shearperfection. Welcome back to the channel. It is now 2022. I got my man Brian here, man. Brian's been rocking with me for a little while, man. So, Brian, what do you usually get, man, as far as haircut-wise, bro? What do you usually get?
Usually I do a nice skin fade, a little bit off the top.
Okay.
I like to put it back.
Okay.
If I got the beard, fade into the beard a little bit.
Okay,
I like that classic look.
Okay, so we're gonna do a skin fade on Brian, do a little beard fade, maybe knock the beard down a little bit, still keep it dark. After we do that, we're going to style the hair, do maybe like a messy pompadour or slick back kind of look. All right, guys, so my man Brian here, he wants a skin fade. So what I'm gonna do is, I got my 2-guard on my JRLs, and I'm gonna try and knock out as much of the bulk as I can on the sides. So this area up here is gonna be our transition area into the top, all right? All right, guys, so now we're gonna start our low skin fade. We've already removed all the bulk, all right? This is gonna be our transition area, so I'm actually going to part his hair so that way you guys can see a little bit on what I'm talking about. So this is our transition area. We've removed all the bulk, and so now we're gonna do our low skin fade. So we're gonna go with our JRL trimmers, okay? So I'm establishing that first weight line for my skin fade. So now that I've established how low I want my fade, I'm gonna go in with my JRLs open, all right? I'm gonna go up another ½ inch and just follow my line. Okay, and so now what I'm gonna do in order to get rid of this weight line here, okay, I'm gonna go either with my 1 or 1.5, okay? Now we've already did our debulk with the number 2 guard, and so my 1.5 is gonna blend us into this area right here, into this dark area right here. And as you can tell, it's starting to blend. So I'm just working back and forth with my 1.5, but I'm making short C strokes with the clipper. I don't want to go into it because I don't want to make my fade go any higher than what I'm doing, all right? So we're doing a low skin fade. We want to keep it low, all right? The fade is almost done, so all we need to do now is knock out this lower level of the fade, okay? Now, as you can tell, most people, whenever you do skin fades, the most density is gonna be towards the back of the head, okay? Here is always gonna be lighter. So it's super important that whenever you are doing your haircuts, you wanna make sure that you have the same pressure around the entire head, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and knock out this last weight line here at the bottom. Short C strokes. All right, guys, so to finish off the skin fade, I got my Babyliss Pro shavers. These bad boys are super powerful. You don't want to use both bars, all right, because then you'll start eating away at the hair that is a part of the blend, okay? You want to try to use 1 bar. So now that the haircut is finished, now we're gonna blend our transition room with shears. All right, so with the hair, and what I'm looking at as I'm combing his hair back, the hair that maybe isn't quite blending. So what I like to do is I like to do a center part, center of the forehead, right down the middle. I'm gonna comb down, take a section. So now what I'm gonna do is after I made my center part, I'm actually going to go back in and I'm gonna go right down the side of it, all right? So I'm breaking the top of the head into fourths, okay? So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, all right? So this outside piece that we just did, that's actually going to flow into our haircut. So I'm just working with the top center sections. Going up, okay? So that's how much we're gonna cut. Now I'm just gonna go through it just to kind of see if there's some areas that I may have missed. All right guys, so first up, we're gonna use Electric London's preparation spray. So this is gonna prep the hair from any type of heat. This is also good for if we have color, if people have color in their hair. Obviously Brian doesn't have any color in his hair, but if he did, the preparation spray would protect that color in his hair, okay? All right guys, so now that we've applied the preparation spray, okay, we are going to go ahead and put in the smoothing cream while the hair is a little damp. All right, so once we apply this, this is what's gonna give us a little bit of our separation for his hair. All right guys, so now that we've already prepped Brian's hair, now we're gonna go in with our blow dryer and skeleton brush, and we're going to add volume. All right guys, appreciate you watching this video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Okay, we're gonna be coming up with more creative videos and ways to educate and show you guys what I'm doing out here in Raleigh, North Carolina. Appreciate you watching. We'll see you next time.